"You're not my husband anymore," my wife yelled, then shoved me into the tea fountain right in the middle of our daughter's engagement party. I still remember the moment everything shattered, not with a bang, but with a splash. It was supposed to be my daughter Noelle's engagement party, a soft spring evening at the Grantwood estate, all trimmed hedges and twinkling lights. Champagne flowed, and Noelle's name was on everything, like she was royalty. And in a way, she was. But I was just the man history had rewritten as an embarrassing footnote. The second I stepped onto those grounds, I felt it. The valet took my keys like he was doing me a favor. Heads turned, but no one made room. This wasn't my world anymore. Maybe it never was. But I came for Noelle. She texted the day before, brief, almost reluctant. "I know it's awkward, but you can come. Just keep things peaceful, please." I didn't ask what that meant. I just showed up, clean-shaven, in my dark blazer, wearing the same cologne I wore the day she was born. I stood by the hedges, holding a flute of something expensive I barely sipped. Noelle looked radiant. Her smile was quick, nervous, when she saw me, but then it softened, just for a moment. That was enough. Then came the moment. I'd made the mistake of moving toward the garden archway, trying to snap a photo of the string lights, when I saw her, Clarissa, my ex-wife. Still as impeccably groomed and emotionally frigid as the day she told me I didn't fit the narrative anymore. She had a way of entering a room like a curtain of perfume and frost, her heels striking the cobblestone like a gavel. She spotted me from across the lawn, drink in one hand, her mother's silver bracelet glittering. I didn't brace myself. I should have. "You don't get to loiter around like a proud father," she hissed, her voice low but sharp. "You're not my husband anymore." "I'm Noelle's father," I said, trying to stay calm. That hasn't changed. Clarissa's eyes narrowed like a lynx focusing for a kill shot. Then she raised her voice. "You're not my husband anymore," she barked, loud enough to halt the string quartet mid-song. Heads turned. Some gasped, some whispered, some even smiled. And then she shoved me. Maybe it was instinct, maybe she'd had just enough to drink, or maybe she knew exactly what she was doing. Either way, I lost my footing. The marble edge of the fountain was slick beneath my loafers. My arms windmilled. I tried to steady myself, but it was too late. I plunged in backward, arms flailing, spine slapping the water with a splash loud enough to echo across the lawn. Cold, chlorinated water swallowed me whole for a moment before I bobbed back up, soaked and stunned, like a washed-up extra from a bad sitcom. The silence broke quickly. Gasps turned to laughter. Laughter turned to applause. I heard someone say, "He's lucky we even let him in." I sat there, water dripping down my face, my shirt plastered to my chest, blazer floating like a sad cape around me. Somewhere a waiter whispered, "Should I help him out?" And someone else snorted, "Let him marinate." And that's when I smiled. I didn't stand. I didn't flail. I just sat up straight in the water, my arms resting on the edge of the fountain like a man enjoying a casual soak. I looked at Clarissa, mascara perfectly intact, rage blooming in her chest like wildfire. I looked past her, too, at Noelle, who stood frozen in her pale yellow dress, jaw slack, a champagne flute trembling in her hand. At Dominic, her fiancé, awkwardly trying to decide if he should step in. At Clarissa's father, Judge Conrad Grant, who watched me with the same bored contempt he wore at our divorce hearing. Then I said just one thing, clear, calm, almost casual: "Remember this moment." The laughter died fast, not all at, full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.